Christ and cookies. Let's dive into Genesis chapter 15. After this, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward. But Abram said, Sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless, and the one who will inherit my estate is Eliezer of Damascus? And Abram said, You have given me no children, so a servant in my household will be my heir. Then the word of the Lord came to him, This man will not be your heir, but a son who is your own flesh and blood will be. Your hair. He took him outside and said, Look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them. Then he said to him, So shall your offspring be. Abram believed the Lord, and he succeeded to him as righteousness. He also said to him, I am the Lord who brought you out of the Chaldeans to give you this land, to take possessions of it. But Abram said, Sovereign Lord, how can I know that I will gain possession of it? So the Lord said to him, Bring me a heifer, a goat, and a ram, each 3 years old, along with a dove and a young pigeon. Abram brought all these to him, cut them into and arranged the halves opposite each other. The birds, however, he did not cut in half. Then the birds of prey came down on the carcass, but Abram drove them away. As the sun was setting, Abram fell into a deep sleep, and a thick and dreadful darkness came over him. Then the Lord said to him, Know for certain that for 400 years your descendants will be strangers in a country not their own, and that they will be enslaved and mistreated there. But I will punish the nation they serve as slaves, and afterward they will come out with great possessions. You, however, will go to your ancestors in peace and be buried at a good old age. In the 4th generation your descendant will come back here, for the sin of the Amorites has not yet reached its full measure. When the sun had set and darkness had fallen, a smoking firepot with a blazing torch appeared and passed between the pieces on the day. The Lord made a covenant with Abram and said to your descendant, I give this land from the land of Egypt to the great river and the Euphrates, the land of the Canaanites, Kedemites, Perizzites, Rephaites, Ammonites, Canaanites, and Girgashites, and Jebusites. That's all of chapter 15. We'll be back with chapter 16 tomorrow. Now, again, if you've been following along, it's pretty straightforward. Basically, Abram has no sons in this, or any children in this chapter, and one of his servants is going to be his heir he's afraid of, but the Lord said, you'll have as many kids as the stars you can count, and so it will be very fruitful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a video of me and my husband making chocolate fried Oreos for the first time. We did sprinkle regular granulated sugar on them because, of course, I don't have powdered sugar, but preferably do powdered sugar. They were very good, especially for our first go. However, next time I would make the dough around it because it's very big, so I make that as thin as possible and then wrap it. You just need a thin wrap to keep everything on the inside, and when you cut into them, be careful because it's like molten lava. However, these were a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend getting in the kitchen with your spouse and just having a good time and enjoying a little time together. You know, it doesn't have to be specifically cookies, it can be whatever, but I encourage you to dive into your Bibles. Dive into your Bibles, read more than just along with me. You know, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, they're all welcome in the comment section, and I will respond as quickly as possible. The video is got 2 minutes left. I'm going to let the music play through. If you want to see the end results of how these turned out, what the cut on them looks like. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.